Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. So, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Khotimah. My NPM is 202574704143. Okay, today I want to present about the content-based instruction or CBI in teaching English as a foreign language or TEFL. Okay, content is so very popular in this era because we have the social media, for example, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or the other social media. Yeah, in this teaching for the content-based instructions, we have important for the students. Okay, what is the content-based instruction or CBI? CBI is teaching approach that integrates language learning with the subject matter learning. The students can learn through meaningful content rather than isolate about the grammar, vocabularies in the lessons. For example, this learning English through the subject like a science, history, or art. Okay, I will give you the example, guys. In here, the students have a topic about the environment issues. With this study, we are learning about the pollutions and recycling, about the grammar, vocabularies, communication skill for these students. In this context, in this class, they are learning about the overlap, the content learning, instructions, who, what they are, make it the content or the others. Okay, idea of the CBI. Language is the best learned when it's used as a medium to learn something meaningful. The students are exposed to authentic materials, articles, videos, discussion, or the podcast. The focus is on the communication, comprehensions, and critical thinking. The student always memorizing in this class. They can reflective to discussion. They can have all of the vocabularies, grammar. They can speak the fluently in the class. Types of the CBI. The first one is the theme-based instructions. The lesson built around the specific themes. For example, the teacher give the environmental issues, travel, or the others in this topic. The second is to have the filter the instructions. The content subject, for example, the science, design, social studies, touch for the simple in the English. The third, have the agenda model. English course to connect to the content course. For example, if they all have the programs and immersion in the school, they are have the principle for these contents. Okay. We have the advantages of this CBI TFL. The first is the encourage natural language. We have the English language, guys. In this English language, they can complete this text. For example, discuss about the idea or the others. The second, we have the develops academic and the real world communication skills. In this developing the academic class, they have the communication skill with their friends. The third is the improve motivation and engagement. It changes the critical thinking and interdisciplinary knowledge. In this era, they are have the students always the memorization. For example, if you want to replace the students, they are not memorized, you can make sure they are have these discussions. For example, you give the topic about the healthy living, and the students they are can discuss about the nutrition habits, create the posture for the promotion about the healthy living or the others. Make it the content like this, guys. What is the challenges of the CBI? The teacher needs the strong language and the content knowledge. The second requires the authentic material and the careful lesson design. And the assessment can be difficult should we test the content and language. So in the CBI, we have the assessment. It is so very difficult for the students, guys. If you want to have the assessment, you can make sure your student make the contents. You can combine the content for score this assessment. Okay. The last is the CBI works in the TFL. Yes, of course. They are works in the TFL. Why? Because they are have a reflex about the real world's language. They promote the learner about the interaction in this class. It is so very important for this language. Have the sustainable for the CLIL content and language integrated learning environments. It is command for the bilingual educations. In the courage deeper learning, we have not just a memorizations because they have a discussing with their friends. Okay, CBI in the classroom. The first one, you can choose a relevant and interesting topic. The second, use authentic material. For example, articles, video, podcasts, infographics, YouTube, and the others. The third, you can plan language objective. For example, you can plan about the grammar, vocabularies, or the others. The fourth, design interactive activities. For example, group discussion, projects, presentation, or the others. The last, use the integrate skill reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Example, the activity, guys. For example, you are given the topic about the climate change. The student must read about the articles. They can discuss about this issue, cases, and make a solution. And the last, you must present in this class, guys, for this activity. Okay. In this area, we have the conclusion. CBI can transforms English classes into dynamic, meaningful, and engagement learning the space. It bridges the gap between language and the real-world knowledge about the English. The teacher should adopt the CBI to prepare the student for the academic and the global communications. I think enough, guys, for me. Thank you for attention. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for today. I'm so sorry for if I have the mistake. Thank you and see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.